Good morning. A very warm welcome to today's JAIB class. Today we are going to cover what is popularly known as Garnishi order. Actually, a 2-mark question or a 1-mark question will be definitely asked both in principles of banking and accounting. Therefore, this chapter is very important from the examination point of view. First, let us know the meaning of the word Garnishi order. Garnishi order is an attachment order issued by a civil court under Civil Procedure Code. Actually, we should know why Garnishi order is important from the bank's point of view. Now, I am going to give you a small example. Assume that A has lent money to B. A has lent 10,000 rupees to B. B has not repaid the amount. So, A is filing a case in the civil court. The prayer of A is, I have given money to B. B is not paying back the money, but I understand that B is having an account in State Bank of India. Therefore, he is seeking the court to intervene and collect the money from State Bank of India and pay it to him towards his debt. So, what the court will do is, they will issue a Garnishi order. See, from the exam point of view, there are 3 parties in a Garnishi order. The first one is known as judgment creditor. Judgment creditor is one who has lent money. Then there is judgment debtor. Judgment debtor is one who has borrowed the money. And then comes the Garnishi. Garnishi in Latin means debtor's debtor. Garnishi is always a bank. Garnishi means that the debtor is having an account with the bank. Therefore, Garnishi is a debtor's debtor. So there are 3 parties. Now, how the court will initiate action under Garnishi order? First, the court will issue what is known as Order Nisi. Order Nisi is an ad hoc order where the court is asking the bank why the balances in the account of the debtor should not be attached, for which the bank has to give a reply. Supposing the customer is having, let us say, 10,000 rupees in his account, whereas the Garnish order states only 5,000 rupees is required, then the bank will inform the court that the customer is having 10,000 rupees and seek further instruction. Then the court will issue another order which is known as the final order, which is otherwise known as order absolute. Therefore, there are 2 types of Garnishi order. Order Nisi is a temporary order issued in the first place. After ascertaining the balance from the bank, the court will issue a final order which is known as order absolute, requesting the bank to recover the money and remit the money to the court. Now, from the examination point of view, there could be some 2-mark questions. The first question is, if the customer is having an ERS account and the Garnishi order is received in the name of one of the account holders. For example, A and B are maintaining an ERS account, but a Garnishi order is received in the name of A. In this case, you cannot attach the balances in the ERS account. Therefore, whenever Garnishi order is received in the name of an individual, only if the individual is having a personal account in his own name, that account can be attached. Joint accounts cannot be attached. But the only exception is, if the account is an FRS account, farmer or survivor, and if the order is received in the name of farmer, then the account can be attached. Second one is, Garnishi order will attach only the existing balance. Supposing the order is received at 10:15 and the balance is 10,000 rupees, and if the party remits at 11:30 another 5,000 rupees, Garnishi order will not attach any balance that is deposited subsequent to the receipt of garnishee order. So garnishee order will attach only existing balances and not future balances. Garnishee order also cannot attach deceased account holder's account. For example, if a garnishee order is received in the name of A who has expired, then the balances in the account cannot be attached. Another important thing is, supposing a partnership firm is having a current account, and if a garnishee order is received in the name of one of the partners, the partnership account cannot be attached. However, if the garnishee order is received in the name of partnership firm, and if one of the partners is having an account, that account can be attached. Garnishee order will not attach what is called a representative account, that is a trust account, liquidators account. These accounts cannot be attached. But there is one interesting case which I would like to inform you. Supposing you receive a garnishee order at 10:15, whereas at 10:10, the customer has issued a check which is presented across the counter for payment. The token has been issued, but the cash has not been disbursed. In that case, can you stop payment of the check? The answer is yes. If the money is not disbursed, then garnishee order can attach that balances also. This is one of the case studies that is given in the problem. Friends, these are some of the questions that are normally asked in garnishee order. I hope that you will be able to answer if these questions are asked as 2-mark questions. Thank you. Let us meet in the next class. Thank you.